All right, let's head straight into the debate. Shambit Patra, BJP leader, joins us from the Delhi studio. KG Suresh, a political analyst, joining us, and he's a close observer of the affairs in the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. He's also there in the studio with us. Javed Ansari, a national affairs editor for Javed's Take in the Delhi studio. And we have Mr. Abid Rasool Khan, spokesperson of the Congress party, joining us from Hyderabad. I'll come across to you, Mr. Patra, first. Will you today also pass this off as internal democracy? How long will the BJP keep passing whatever happens in your party as internal democracy? Because nobody seems to buy this. Least of all journalists.
I'll go a mile ahead, Sanket, and say this is a beautification of democracy, in fact, rather.
What do you say?
No, I'm
Who will agree with you?
No.
Mr. Suresh, do you agree with that assessment?
No, everyone has to agree with the fact that democracy has its own way. It has its own life to live. And the beauty of
your
democracy...
party patriarch does not attend the CEC meeting. He's in sulk mode. All the top leaders... Why didn't he attend the CEC yesterday? Why didn't he attend the CEC yesterday?
Sanket, where does the sulk mode come from? What are the sources which say that there's a sulk mode?
He did not celebrate Holi.
No, who said he did not? I went
he did not celebrate Holi. It was closed for the media.
It was closed for the media as a separate issue. Did not celebrate Holi is a separate issue.
He didn't attend the CEC yesterday?
Sanket, he celebrated Holi day before yesterday or 3 days ago also, and he's going to celebrate Holi on 16th of May as well. We all have to wait and watch. Holi will be celebrated twice in BJP, but the most important issue...
Why didn't he attend the CEC yesterday? Your meeting yesterday where the announcements were made,
this is the communist courtesy that is a patriarch in extent, in the sense that when his own ticket is discussed, that is the way as to how anyone and everyone should behave. And look, this is what our party has taught. When your own party is...
Meetings till 10:30 p.m. All your senior leaders go to his residence. Early morning meetings taking place today. The Rashtriya Swayamsevak stepping in. And this is not the first time it is happening, Mr. Patra. In June 2013, post the Goa National Executive, you and I were discussing the same issue as to what is happening in your political party. Why does it happen again and again and again? And why do you try to pass it off as internal democracy?
No.
Is what I want to know.
This is internal democracy and nothing else. First and foremost, everyone in this... in our political party has the right to go and seek the blessings of Mr. Advani. I don't see anything wrong in all the tall leaders going and queuing up in front of Mr. Advani's house and taking his blessings. In fact, that's what he's a patriarch of our party.
Mr. Patra, even you are not convinced by what you're saying.
No, I'm convinced. I'm totally convinced. No, I told you.
Why do you say that, Javed?
You know, he's usually very convincing. Today,
No.
Even a good lawyer sometimes labels, when you have a really weak defense, a weak case, then, you need
Javed, a good lawyer who is not convinced himself shouts at the top of the voice, "Me Lord," and does nothing else. Am I shouting?
No, you're using superlative. You are redefining democracy. Beautification of democracy.
But this is the beautification of democracy. Yeah. I'm not redefining it. Look, this is not possible in any other political party. Name it from the top to bottom, from Congress to the AIDMK to the DMK.
No, would it be possible in any other political party where you have a patriarch who has since 1991 served Gandhinagar, who's now openly saying that please field me from Bhopal? He's not convinced about a victory from Gandhinagar.
Sanket, we are a party where a patriarch is a patriarch, where a patriarch is not treated as a Manmohan Singh, a PV Narasimha Rao or a Sitaram Kesari for that matter of purpose. We don't throw our patriarchs out in an unceremonious manner that the Congress has done. For us, he's always a patriarch.
Okay, Mr. Abid Rasool Khan, you just heard out the BJP spokesperson, you heard out Javed Ansari, our national affairs editor. Very shortly, you will also hear Mr. Suresh give his 2 bits. Now, as the Congress party representative here, what would you feel? What do you feel, is happening in the Bharatiya Janata Party right now? Do you think this is just a minor, point of difference within the Bharatiya Janata Party, and also, perhaps the patriarch going against the RSS diktat? How does the Congress look at it?
Sanket, first of all, my co-panelist from the BJP, his description of internal democracy. I would like to say we have nothing to do with their internal democracy and internal squabbles or internal differences. But the point here is the country is looking at a party which is promising itself that it is going to come to power and lead the country forward. And the situation and the ideology they are putting forward to the people is very disturbing. One place you have the stalwarts who are committed to the secularism, committed to the Constitution of India being sidelined, and you have the hardliners coming into the focus, and you have an organization which is known to be a communal organization coming into focus. And the second side, we have their own party, patronizing corrupted and convicted people, and also patronizing people who have been involved in riots by honoring them on the stage. So if this is the message that is going to the people of this country by a party which is supposed to be a national party and which is supposed to be the leaders of the nation and who have the heart of the youth, and this is the message that is going to the youth of the country, I would like to say on my own behalf that it is very, very depressing and it is very disturbing.
I
Yes.
just take a second,
Yes.
in the sense that he used three words which I object to. First and foremost, but for secularism, I don't think they would be able to begin their political debate. Secondly, and most importantly, they said that RSS was a communal organization, to which I take exception. And I think Mr. Suresh, as an analyst, would look after that issue. But when he says that BJP gave tickets to rioters and corrupt people, let me remind you of the fact that the SIT report, which was out about a week ago, as far as Muzaffarnagar was concerned, let me tell you, Mr. Abid, it was one of your member of parliaments. It was your member of parliament from Congress, from BSP and SP, those who support you vehemently. In fact, they were the ones who were indicted, and none of the member of parliament or MLAs of the BJP's name have cropped up there. And remember, Mr. Abid Rasool, that it is Mr. Pawan Kumar Bansal, the Mama Bhatija kind of corruption that we have seen, the Mama Bhanja kind of corruption that we have seen, is the front runner from Chandigarh seat. So I believe once you have the kind of people who are mostly spending their time in Tihar jail, you cannot talk on a moral high ground as far as corruption is concerned.
Before Mr. Khan, before you answer,
let me
Javed wants to say something, and we'll come across to Mr. Suresh. Yes,
On
sir.
the question of Muzaffarnagar, one of the gentlemen who've been given a ticket, he says that all those who are now living in refugee camps should not be allowed to vote. Would you ask Mr. Patra
No,
to,
but
is
answer that.
this an act of,
No.
Answer that.
why should one
has,
sect be
has this come up? Has this
Ye-
come up in the media?
yes,
course it
No.
has.
yes,
Of course.
yes, my friend. Yes,
No,
please.
I'm yet to see where one of our candidates says
Yes,
that a particular section.
your
No.
candidate. Yes, your candidate. Yesterday, he said that all those living in these refugee camps should not be allowed to vote because their permanent addresses are under doubt. They are all residents of. Yes.
If at all, Javed, let me clarify this. If at all he says that the people living in the residential camps or the refugee camps should not be allowed to vote, probably it meant the fact that the way Congress has always been manipulating the addresses and infiltrating people, even to the extent of
Again, very far-fetched. My whole point
why
here is,
far-fetched?
I'm
Why
just
have
coming
you-
back.
Sorry.
I'm coming back to this particular debate, and I want to get Mr. Suresh in. Mr. Suresh, do you feel that this whole wall that is created, this whole myth that has been created that RSS separate unit, BJP separate unit, RSS cultural organization, BJP political party, RSS nothing to do with the BJP, BJP nothing to do with the RSS, is officially broken?
Well,
Every step of the way, the central processing unit of the Bharatiya Janata Party is in Nagpur.
No. Let us be very clear about one thing. I don't think, as far as I have been covering RSS for the last 3 decades, they don't get into the details. They do give an overview. They do give an overarching guidance as a parent body. But beyond that, if you think
Every
that
step of the way.
in ticket allocation on who to be given ticket, who is to be, I don't think the RSS interferes at all. First of all. Secondly, is this Mr. Advani doing for the first time? That
No,
you
what
have
is he
seen him.
doing for
You
the
have
first
seen him even before Modi came into the picture. After that Jinnah episode, didn't he resign? Secondly,
At whose
also,
behest?
didn't
At
he
whose
resign?
behest? At whose
Secondly,
behest?
secondly,
Absolutely. Yeah, at whose behest?
It was the Rashtriya
Sir, at
Swayamsevak
whose
Sangh.
it
behest?
was because a lot of pressure had come.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Where
who
was
is
the
core
pressure?
cadre?
At whose
Where
behest?
is the core
Mr.
cadre
Suresh,
coming
where was the
from?
pressure from?
Where is the core cadre coming from?
No, so
Please
you admit.
remember,
So
Sushma
you
Swaraj,
admit.
Okay,
Sushma Swaraj
yes.
does not have an
Okay,
RSS
you-
background.
okay,
Javed,
you-
Javed, please. Sushma Swaraj does not have an RSS background. She was the first to hold the press conference when Mr. Advani was still in Pakistan and to distance themselves from what Mr. Advani had said. Now that meant that the party as a whole did not accept that particular argument of Mr.
No,
Advani.
so you agree, no? That
No,
there
he-
was pressure from RSS, the
was
cadre
it-
is the
wa-
same.
was-
So you dictate
There is
everything
a-
to the BJP.
The RSS openly admits
yes,
that.
yes,
The RSS openly admits that.
So
even
you
not
agree.
not only the cadre,
So you agree
but
that
even
the
many of
BJP and
leaders,
RSS is the
many of
same.
Many of the leaders.
And
but-
now the point that we are putting out, Javed, that the Bharatiya Janata Party has now officially become Narendra Modi, would we soon be seeing that the Rashtriya Swayamsevak will also be taking its decisions directly from Narendra Modi? What is going to happen politically in this political
see,
party?
please,
Javed.
Look, there is no denying the fact that the order has changed. Mr. Modi is the one who's calling the shots. So let's not beat around the bush. I'm sure my colleagues here will, for their own reasons, not want to say it in so many words. But to some of us, to observers looking at it from the outside, you clearly it gives the impression
Absolutely.
that it's Mr. Modi who's calling the shots, and he's the prime ministerial candidate for all practical purposes. He's the numero uno. It's for others now to may I finish?
Yeah.
It's for the others now to accept the reality and cast themselves in that mode, or face the consequences.
Absolutely.
Whoever-
Look at
you
Mr.
know,
Murli
is
Manohar
it
Joshi.
again happening for the first time? When Mr.
no,
Vajpayee
but
was
this
the
is no
supreme
argument,
leader,
no.
when Mr. Vajpayee was the supreme leader,
But it's happening
you see,
now.
Vajpayee is even admired by all the liberals, the Democrats, and the secular.
Yeah, it happened in
But then-
Vajpayee's time, it's
but
happening
even
now.
When Mr. Govindacharya, when he just referred to him as a Mukhota, wasn't he replaced? So, did he do it at the behest of the RSS? I don't agree.
Mr.
I don't
Suresh, the
agree with
point
that.
that you are making that RSS and BJP
So-
are two separate
No, no.
entities.
To a
What
great
happened in
extent-
June 2013? I am not going into the history. I am not going into 2005 in Jinnah. I am saying June 2013. Didn't Mr. Mohan Bhagwat had to intervene
On what?
to convince Mr. Advani to stay in the party? He has resigned. He had resigned from all
take
the
back his resignation.
To take back his resignation.
Mr. Advani has never, he may have expressed his reservations on certain decisions, but never has there been an occasion when he has, joined some other party or declared a rebellion against the party. No. He, at the end of the day, let us not forget that he has taken the party from 2 to 184.
Absolutely.
And he has a great role in building that party.
So what
he
happened
has
to him
be-
now?
He has to
What
be
happened
taken
to
along.
that respect now? That is the whole
No,
point.
where is the respect gone? You tell me one thing. He was
saying
made the
he want-
deputy. No,
he wants
was
to
made the
contest
deputy-
from
He was
Bhopal.
made the deputy prime minister.
No,
of this
he's
country.
saying he wants to contest
he
from
was-
Bhopal.
He was made the
Your
deputy
party
prime-
put pressure on him
he
to
was-
come back to Gandhinagar.
He was made the deputy prime minister of the country. He was made the BJP's prime ministerial candidate in the 2009 elections.
So he
But
is not a
still,
winnable candidate.
Now,
That's the point.
in any political party, is it wrong if you don't have a?
How lovely
you see
that
the
we are
Congress.
having-
The
Mr.
Congress.
Patra.
You see, the Congress does not even field Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate.
Dr. Patra,
Why?
how do you look at this
But they've
situation?
never fielded a prime ministerial candidate.
Oh, they have done it with Mr.
Well-
Manmohan Singh in 2009.
2009, but
Yes.
because he was already the sitting prime minister.
Dr. Patra, how do you look at this situation? I mean, we are not only talking about Mr. Lal Krishna Advani, Javed, we are also talking about Murli Manohar Joshi. How he was asked or forced rather to fall in line. Number two, and a very recent development of today is Mr. Jaswant Singh. He's upset, he's miffed. He says that he will contest as an independent candidate.
See, most
There is
of-
something wrong every
No,
step
no,
of the way in getting people along in your political party.
No, there
so
is-
there is a democratic process that you talk about, and then people have to invariably fall in line.
Not at all. There is no line to fall back on or fall below. In fact, there is only one line in BJP presently, and that is
Which is Narendra Modi.
No, that is hum honge kamyab. In 2014, we are the victorious ones, and we have to take the governance mode ahead. That is the most important issue. But that you have been asking about these 3 or 4 leaders, let me categorically state over here that as far as I am concerned, I see a design in this, a design in the sense that certain section of people are designing this manufactured dissents to see to it that some amount of vote does not go to BJP and BJP stays behind. And this design is going since long, not only in a section of media, but
You're
the Aam
talking
Aadmi
about
Party is
only
also...
Varanasi or
One minute,
all
one
of
minute.
this country?
In
Sanket.
toto, in this whole way, the way this whole projection is going on, that BJP is in disarray, in spite of the fact that there is all bonhomie within BJP, there is no
Where is the
problem.
bonhomie?
Where is it not? Tell me.
Okay, are you
Sanket,
saying that
give me a
S.
second.
Advani was not upset today?
Sanket, give
Are
me a
you saying
second.
he was not upset today? Then
You-
why did Rajnath
No,
Singh?
no
Why
one
did
was-
Rajnath Singh give a comment in Chennai where he's going, scouting for allies, where he actually gives a statement where he says that we have received, requests from the Bhopal unit that he should contest from Bhopal. We have left this option to him. So you agree? Your party president
no.
agrees that there is something wrong.
No. Our party president did not say that Mr. Advani was annoyed. He said that we are talking with Mr. Advani.
Well, obviously
This is
he
what
won't say it in as
democracy
many
is.
words.
No, let me tell you one thing. About few days ago, you showed that Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi did not want to vacate the Varanasi seat, and you showed that when Sushma Swaraj was annoyed with the party. But then both of them came out and they spoke to the media in front of the cameras that whatever was been told in the media, in fact, were only speculations and were not right. And this is what is my contention is. This is what is happening and being carried out in certain section to see to it that a bigger game
Dr.
in
Patra,
sense of votes is being played over here.
Shooting the messenger all over again.
No,
Javed,
no,
you
no,
wanted
no.
to say something.
Dr. Patra would have the world believe that all that is happening is the machination of his opponents.
Absolutely.
Is he, we can understand that these gentlemen, Mr. Advani, Mr. Jaswant Singh, Dr. Joshi, they are in the twilight of their political career. But certainly, they've served his party so well and so dutifully. He shouldn't do them this injustice of, saying, or trying to give the impression that they were dancing at somebody else's tune. Surely they would, you know, let's not be so uncharitable to these gentlemen that they were dancing to somebody else's tune. If Mr. Joshi has a genuine grouse, if Mr. Jaswant Singh has a genuine grouse, and if everybody, like they admit that Mr. Advani is the founder of this party, he contributed to bringing the BJP wherever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even allow him this much of a right that he should, you know, vent his angst and to allude that it was being done at somebody else's.
Dr. Patra, just before you answer that question, one small, you know, addition to what Javed is actually saying. The fact that LK Advani was actually exploring, or a group within the BJP was actually trying to force LK Advani to come to Bhopal, isn't this a vote of no confidence against Mr. Narendra Modi's Gujarat? That he wants to come out of a seat that he has represented since 1991 to Bhopal. Perhaps he's more happy with Shivraj Singh Chauhan. He has very openly praised
He's more
Shivraj
happy
Singh Chauhan.
with Chauhan and unsure, perhaps he fears a sabotage in Gandhinagar.
2nd June 2013,
Yes.
to the Indian Express, LK Advani. I tell Narendra Bhai Modi that Gujarat was healthy earlier also. You have made it best and you deserve congratulations for that. But what Chauhan and the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister did was wonderful.
But tell me, did he not praise Mr. Modi n number of times? Very recently, did he not say that he would be one of the best prime ministers that the country
Why
would
did he
ever
resign
have?
in June 2013?
It's free to do the way he wishes for the best of the party, in the sense
By
that
resigning?
no,
If it was
not
best
by
for the
resigning.
party,
but
then why did you persuade him to
no,
take it back?
If he felt that the party was all wrong, would he not have stayed resigned? No, he came back to the party immediately, because after all, that is what the grandfatherly or the patriarchal love is. You have the right, you are entitled to be annoyed, but then you can never leave the party whom you gave birth to. And that's what exactly Mr. Advani is to us. Remember, he's never annoyed with anyone. If he says wonderful about someone, it does not mean he says that the other person is not working. It only means that all the children are equally fantastic. Someone is performing better in some field, the other one is performing best in the other field.
Mr. Suresh, let me give you the last word. First of all, I mean, however which way you want to actually look at this, don't you feel that the Sangh and its diktat and its relevance, you never admit it, but will in fact start getting diminished with a very strong polarizing figure like Narendra Modi in the Bharatiya
See,
Janata Party?
in any organization, differences are bound to be there, and ego problems may also come with generation gap. That is natural, nothing wrong about it. But remember one thing, in all the regional and national political parties, we have seen major leaders departing. There have been vertical splits, but the fact also remains fact that for the last, ever since its inception after Bharatiya Janata Party, the party has not seen any vertical split. So let us not forget that fact. So there may be dissensions,
But you're
there
also
may be
saying
differences.
that Mr. LK Advani should realize that he is not the winnable candidate anymore.
It's not about
He should not
winnability.
dream of
It's
being the
about,
Prime
you
Minister.
know, we all talk about youth power. We all talk about, you know, the younger generation, the need to give younger generation more. So it is but natural that people in the elders would happily give their way. Only thing is that they will have to be given respect. They will have to be taken into confidence.
Let's see what exactly happens. Javed, Mr. Suresh, Dr. Patra, as well as Abid Rasool Khan, thank you very much for participating in this particular debate. This is only going to get more interesting in the days to come. For now, at least, Mr. LK Advani, the patriarch, has decided Gandhinagar it is. Thank you very much for watching Newsnight.